as we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team from the American, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They're going to get on that football, and what a job by the onside kick team to pull that one off and steal a possession. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll pull it down. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Mobley. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
What a disappointment. No good. So the score remains 3-0.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but...
Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Hoosiers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No hope.
He'll take a deep shot here. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
On the move, it's Mobley. On the move at the 30. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Wants to go up top. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Moves away as he feels pressure. Grab near the marker, it's Cooper. It's a running room. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Finds his big tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tulane.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hoosiers are in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
By the receiver.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, looking for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Gets it to him on the screen. Crosses the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
On the screen.
That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
That makes the score Indiana 17.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Indiana.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught over the middle. It's Mobley. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for them there.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. Going for the big play. And he makes the grab, and he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The Green Wave lining up, facing third and long. Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Third down play from the gun. He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. Out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Starting this third quarter on the ground. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Hoosiers want to move quickly.
Well, the defense ran a long way that time in pursuit, but they were able to make the tackle for a big loss, and they've got to get lined up right away because the offense is going quickly.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try the run. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
That's reeled in. It's Bohannon. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Rush is on him. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Off play action on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing it accurately. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Hoosiers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there. They take away all the throws downfield. The only place he could have gone with it was to his running back out in the perimeter of the field, but an inaccurate throw forces the incompletion.
Going for it all. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And he added the extra point. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick, they get it, and they maintain with possession. It's crazy.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. To the air, it's Mendoza. Steps away. He's going to take off. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Touch pass on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Indiana! And the route is on.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. With the catch, it's Bohannon. Turning it on! He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle.
Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Motion from the back. Out of the shotgun on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Reed. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw again. Here's a heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, no, he's got him.
He's looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
That keeps the score. Indiana.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
The Hoosiers are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Got enough space. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the beatdown has ensued.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock and made no doubt about it.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Snowed under by the defense. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Let's go. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly. Welcome to the home Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the Big 12, Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Breaks into the open. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with pads.
Tulane lines up on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop at the 30. But 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. And the Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Here comes the offense on first down. To the air, it's Salter. On the move to his left. There he goes. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And the Buffaloes trying to cash it in on first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Caught behind the line. It's Welch. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Give to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The sure hands. It's Bohannon. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41. And a big pickup has this offense on the move.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This Tulane offense has a great drive going.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Preston. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Miller. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Still looking, on the move. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Salter. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Made a defender miss. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they're going to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Try. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bucs!
He doesn't need it to go. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. Yeah, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open. Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
They'll line up to go for 2. He'll set up to throw. It's complete to the left. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense not. Free and 4th down is coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Dropping back, it's Salter. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Turning it on!
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hayden. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To throw, it's Salter. On the run, still looking. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. To start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
How about this? A fake. And Makes the catch. Now can he get to the sticks? They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the first down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the first down.
Toss sweep to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Lost to fire on second down. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tulane.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down. Oh, he got loose. Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
That was a nice swap. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Might be looking to run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Salter. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. This is a big key for us to win this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Under fire! Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Catch in the middle, it's Bohannon. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They've built a cushion, they've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. He'll go to the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Preston. Gets away from one. Finds room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Bohannon. There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes the handoff. It's Mobley. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets it as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Green Wave! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Now they'll try to tie it up with the two late. Gets the back moving. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They got the touchdown, but still a two-point conversion short of tying it up late. He's looking to throw. He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the fourth.
And with that two-point conversion, they tie it up. Great job executing at a critical moment here in the second half. And right now, guys, it feels like this is anybody's game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Miller. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Salter. Oh, they're after him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smalls.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced. But this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
And the pressure will get there. The sack as that could be a costly play. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Dropping back, it's Salter. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Do you have the confidence in your quarterback and your offense to convert this 4th and short game now?
4th down, gotta have it here. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Slings it downfield. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Colorado.
They'll send out the kicker here. The line of scrimmage is the 34. That means a 51-yard field goal attempt with a chance to win the game. And that is no good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really
unleashes one deep. And his throw is incomplete.
No doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yard situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
Under fire. He's got it and still on his feet. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Swings it out to his running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They'll try to win it with a field goal right here. Right down the middle. The kick is good. A game winner in overtime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these 2 teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows.